What's up, Cowboy fan? Kingpin, what up? Michael Garcia, what up? Special Sunday edition of the Uncle Hotep Factor. How's everybody doing? Quentin, what up? You know, going into week 5 of quarantine. Just had we didn't do any big Easter dinner. Just had it here at home with the family. You look like I got the itis. I only had one plate. I didn't eat too much. No fake Shane. Not fake Shane. Happy Easter, man. My volume low again? Oh, come on, man. Low volume. How about now? I mean, I really wasn't talking into the mic. Am I still low? I think y'all be messing with me. Hold on. Or maybe not. Wait. Volume low? No, you guys are messing with me, man. My volume's fine. Oh, you got the week off, Shane. That's good for you, man. Chris Tavares, thanks for the donation. I like your views. Been watching you for a year or so. Thank you. I appreciate it. You know, I haven't been doing that many one-off videos. Mainly just streams lately. You know, I'm kind of hemmed up with doing the one-off videos with watching the kids during the day and things like that. So bear with me on my channel. I think I'm gonna just try to get 2-3 streams a week or so. But I appreciate all the support in this turbulent times we have. You know, I'm starting to see, I think people are kind of getting antsy on the, what's up, Southeast Dusty? I think people are getting kind of antsy on the lockdown. You know, this week we had in Philly, they at first they required everybody to wear masks to get on the bus. Then they had a viral video of somebody getting pulled off the bus because he didn't have his mask on. Then I heard they went back on it, so they no longer require it. I don't believe. What's up, HRE? You foresee the end times. Hell no, I would. Come on, man. I don't know about that. It was fireworks, man. Or domestic. I don't know. Cowboy fan. Oh, Cowboy fan, isn't they're playing horse, man? I think the NBA is having a horse contest. I didn't check it out. But yeah, cabin fever, I guess, is maybe starting to set in with some people. You know, some people are getting antsy, saying like, man, screw this. Let's get back to work. And this, that, and the third. Even though I think we're probably off to at least May 1st. I don't think they're going to pull back on anything until that time. I don't know, but it's, you know, they're starting to pull over people. There's a couple, I know there was one church service in one state. I guess cops let them go, but they started putting tickets on the cars. People that went to church today got a $100 ticket. You know what I'm saying? That's kind of foul. Dr. Fauci will part the season, lead us to the promised land. When? In August? July? September? November? If it's up to Dr. Fauci, we ain't never getting out of this goddamn thing, man, until we get a quote unquote vaccine. Yeah, I mean, like, I took the girls down to the park and we had bubbles. You know, we had a little bubble machine. And we just let the bubbles go. But there was nobody else in the park. It was, now we didn't go to the swing part, but there's like, you know, this concrete section where, you know, they have like them old school New York chess tables. And we're just blowing bubbles there. You know, I saw a couple people exercises and walking, but it wasn't no more than normal, I don't think. You know, it's been pretty dead in Pennsylvania. You know what I mean? You know, people do be out there exercising and whatnot, but it wasn't anything crazy. You know, but I don't know. I guess I'm kind of tired of it. You know, I'm set in, but you know, I don't really do anything anyway. You know, I just need you know, the kid thing is a little bit heavy on me. But we'll see. Yeah, why are they banning seeds? You know, why? Like, I don't get the banning seeds part. Like, don't they have like the marijuana thing is open, but you can but you can't get any seeds. Like, what is that about? Oh, here comes Mateo with his fucking ass. What up, Mateo? With your Yamin crap. South Korea reporting reinfections on healed patients. Like, what does that mean? Does that mean that the virus just shows up again, or not? The Rona will not stop the MAGA. Maybe, maybe not. You don't know about that. Sorry. I mean, if you're talking about a Trump reelection, I don't think anything's going to stop that. I'm not sure about Joe Biden is going to. You know, it does depend. You know, can he get an Obama level response for a black vote? But I kind of doubt that. You know, but he may get it. You know, the older black vote is probably pretty locked in for him. You know what I'm saying? Mateo, I'm not doing no Yamin on Hotep's been told you unless you donate, man. Stop being a cheap ass. Yeah, but this isn't like Japan and South Korea. You know, Japan started to get hit again or something like that. I thought I heard that. You know, a couple of people on my Facebook feed had people that died from it. You know, matter of fact, I think my niece, her grandmother died of that. Rest in peace. But you know, it's hitting black Americans a little unevenly. You know, the Surgeon General said you got to do it for Pop and your mom. And that Yamichi, whatever, that news reporter she's such a shine, man. Like, she asks the silliest questions, right? And I can't even believe she's, like, got a job, you know. And it's sickening, man. It really is. She's really sickening. You know, people were offended by that. Like, how? How do you even... He just said it 2 minutes ago. Like, how did she know people were offended? Like, she was on her Twitter... her Twitter feed while she was doing the White House briefing. She's such a shine. Oh, seeds may contain particles of COVID. I did not know that. Mateo, you're saying, why am I entertaining the idea of Biden? To be honest, I don't think he'll win. I don't think the outrage against Trump is that to that level, like the media tries to portray it. Um, there is some out there, but will they come out like they're not going to come out unless you know, the Bernie Bros come out and the black vote comes out. Now he got the black vote pretty much locked up. Now, can he get the Obama levels by having Kamala or Stacey Abrams? We'll have to wait and see. But I just foresee during the debates Trump destroying Biden. So I don't think Biden's going to do himself any favors. Mateo said I saw today Gates had a tetanus vaccine that sterilized 35,000 Africans. Yeah, that's why the Africans was like, when they know better about these vaccines. They fool me once, shame on you. Fool me twice. I mean, fool me once, shame on me. Fool me twice, shame on you. No, fool me once, shame on you. Fool me twice, shame on me. What plan is extended through February? I don't understand why Biden has any support. People realize he's senile and losing his mind. They'll overlook it because the anti-Trump propaganda is so strong that people have Trump derangement syndrome, which is stronger, and people will overlook that. He does look kind of out of it. He's not too lucid, but there's a certain segment of the American population that's just like they feel that Trump has denigrated the White House office, the office of the president, the prestige of the president. The normies, to me, the people in Washington, D.C. are the gangsters, you know what I'm saying? So I don't think they have any prestige, to be honest, you know what I mean? Like, Obama, all of them jokers, you know what I'm saying? So I never thought of it that way. I just think there are people that are like that, They want somebody with quote unquote class. And you see the New York Times, they did a story on that accuser. Biden has an accuser, and they said, oh, there was no other accuser, so this must not be true. Oh, my God. Michelle Obama will be selected by Biden. I don't think so, Mark. There's no way. The Obamas had their time in the sun. They're not like, they're not the Kennedys. They could be. But they're making too much money doing speeches, man. Why? If you're the Obamas and you could make $100,000 an appearance, why would you run for office? Like, you run for office to get the bread. Like, all these people that run for office, they get in there getting that money, man. The Obamas ain't running for office again, man. Even though if Michelle Obama was running, or she got selected VP, Trump would probably be in real trouble, I think. That could motivate, the black women vote and women overall vote. Even though y'all have this take that Michelle Obama's is not totally. I don't even know what to say in today's 2020 PC world. Some of y'all say she's not a woman, even though I think that's kind of far fetched. But she's seen to be liked by women. That's how I see it. There are 7 total accusers of Biden. I did not know that. I just heard the one. But they're gonna floss that over, man, because he's not gonna. Me Too was a political tool. You know what I'm saying? And they're only going to use it against people they want to use it for. And a couple of times accusations slipped through, and they weren't meant to be slipped through. You know what I'm saying? Like that big husky brother that got his nuts grabbed by the white man or man, the man. Some of y'all are gonna say he wasn't white, but whatever. And that guy, all he had to do was issue an apology, and he came right back. But Me Too was that it was it was planless like anything else. You know what I'm saying? You had this years of Hollywood propaganda. Yeah, Terry Crews, my bad. Thanks, Cowboy fan. Years of these female. If you notice, all the movies nowadays, they have this action female lead and things of that nature. The female's beating up like 10 men in the movie. All that nut ass shit, man. But they've been playing this for years. Peanut Fiends, your wife can't stand a Big Mike? Maybe she doesn't. I know she has the black woman vote. I know that for a fact. Leave Terry alone, man. Hey, I don't have no problem. HRE says, I think black Twitter is the most openly racist portion of Twitter I've seen. Well, black Twitter is a different animal, man. And there's certain sections of black Twitter, Hotep is under, is a side shoot of black Twitter. I think the blavity blacks of black Twitter is what you're referring to, HRE. There's certainly blacks on Twitter that, that make statements that if they was made against themselves, they would call it racist. There's no denying that. But there, this is, there's an American dynamic here, that I don't agree with it either. I wouldn't call this openly calling people Karen and stuff like that. The blavity blacks believe that blacks can't be racist, and I'm which is nothing farther but the truth. But I don't think blacks are any more racist than anybody else, to be honest. But you know what? To be honest, I think they're probably less racist. But the people that are, they have a certain protection to say stuff. Saying they take advantage of it. What else has been going on? Blavity is Marxist. Yeah, you're right. People started getting their checks this week. Starting seeing people talk about they're getting paid. I'm seeing people on people on Facebook talking about they got checks and stuff like that. Oh, Jelani, come on, man. Come on, man. There's been plenty of that, man. There's been plenty of that. But I think the checks is gonna run all the way to September or some shit like that, man. The lockdown could be over and they're still sending out checks, man. For the higher ups, man. I'm I'm probably not gonna get anything until fucking a couple months from now. I'm probably not going to get anything until fucking a couple months from now. What's up with Willie Gates? Willie Gates is wants to rule the world through his vaccinations. You know, it's interesting that he got he got involved in the vaccination game, man. Like he knew what angle to play. John Lumley, thanks for donation. Damn, I'm late. No, brother, you're right on time. Hotep, I said the black Twitter is the most racist portion of Twitter. I don't know about that, man. Do they get away with it? Yeah. But I don't know about that. Like, I can't, like, like, you can't, like, I don't know if you could equate what portion is more racist or not. I mean, if they're just racist, they're just racist. You know, you got the poll tards and stuff like that. They definitely go in on everybody. But that's nothing. I don't know. You can't take them jokers seriously. Even if that were true, you can't take those jokers seriously, man. Like, what are they gonna do? Nothing. They're not gonna do a goddamn thing. You know, a lot of them just want some goddamn love or respect. They think that, you know what I'm saying? It's like they're not going out there trying to hurt somebody. They just want to talk shit on Twitter because they can. Mark Newell, thank you for donation. I greatly appreciate it. I don't know about the vaccine having the chips. You know, I think we're a little ways away from the chip thing. But the chip is definitely coming. You know, they're talking about you got to have vaccine papers once the vaccine go out. You have to carry vaccine papers to make sure you got vaccinated. Derna, I didn't see that. I didn't see that video. Yes, Blavity and poll tards are the most racist on Twitter. You also have to remember, on Twitter, there's a larger percentage of blacks using Twitter than other races. Not like in numbers, but let's say that the population of the United States is 13%. You know, it might be like, I think it's like 20% of, blacks of Twitter is black. So they're overrepresented in Twitter. You know, the Shine loves using goddamn social media. And I'm about to pull back myself, man. I'm like, no, it's not. It's ginger beer, man. It's ginger beer. Do I got it showing it right? It's ginger beer. The Goya. The Jamaican style ginger beer. It's pretty good. It's pretty strong. It's got a real strong shot of ginger. It's stronger than what's that other one? The green bottle. There's this one. There's this other brand that's pretty popular, but this is cheaper and it's stronger. So I'm like, it might have more sugar, but I don't know. Goya Malta is the best. I never had Goya Malta. Yeah, I mean, Blavity blacks do get away with more than Poltards, because I don't know. Yeah, I mean, I guess we all know why. But that's not. Yeah, I don't ever drink any sodas. But this is the only thing non-water thing I drink really. Been sober, knock on wood. Goddamn, trying me these days. Reeds. But other than that, it's beet juice. I didn't make any beet juice today, but one ginger a day keeps the corona away. Maybe. I happen to like ginger. Like, Like if it didn't give you any of the healing whatever properties ginger is supposed to give you, I'd still drink it because I like the taste. Reed's taste like a Hall's cough drop to you, man. Come on, man. Reed's is pretty good, but I don't know. I just think it's is people started stop selling Corona and stuff stop drinking Corona and stuff like that. The liquor stores and stuff are still closed. Yeah, I feel you, Jason Battle, man. I've been there. I definitely been there. I think I had Verner's too. That wasn't bad. But back to the AG. Dr. Pepper's tastes like toothpaste. Come on. I like Dr. Pepper too. Does Dr. Pepper have ginger in it? He said you shines need to stop drinking liquor and alcohol, and you shines smoking weed and shit like that. And people was calling him, they was calling him a coon and shit like that. And well, white people drink more than we do, so why aren't they? I'm like, come on, man. You can't deal with them jokers, man. Like, it doesn't matter if the white population drinks more than you. Like, we're just looking at the effect on the black body. Maybe you shines ain't supposed to be drinking. I told y'all it's the white man liquor. It's probably not built for y'all. So it affects different humans differently, right? Like, I remember I was watching, what the hell is that Asian show? Fresh Off the Boat. And they had an episode, and I didn't even know this. Like, he ended up drinking beer or liquor or something like that, and his face got all red. And he said, I guess Asians some Asians when they drink, they get have this reaction in their body and shit like that. So it's even your different races, you have different capabilities and functions and shit like that. So maybe. Oh, Lemley, you're playing. Oh, hold on. Maybe maybe Black Americans shouldn't be drinking as much alcohol as they do, which I firm-heartedly believe in. That's why they get that hypertension. Or is it maybe just types of alcohol? Because even though we drink really different types of liquor, I guess. These shines love Hennessy. They love Crown Royal, Johnny Walker. They love drinking Heineken. Now they're getting on the Douce. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, I've seen people that the Final Fantasy VII first part has been released. That's one. What is they? I don't know what. How you define that game? RPG, MMR? No, it's not a mass. But that's one role playing game I actually played on the PlayStation 1. I completed that joint. Matter of fact, I think I ran through it twice. That was like one of the greatest games I ever played. I'm not going to play this one, but I just don't have time. But yeah, I'll probably watch people play it on, like, there's a couple of YouTube channels that are doing a walkthrough. So I'll probably look at that. But it doesn't seem like, I know it's a remake, a redo or whatever, but is the story the same? Because it looked like some parts, I'm like, what the, like, excuse me, I remember some of that story different, but like, are they gonna have chocobo racing and shit like that in the game? That's what I want to see. RPG, yeah, sorry, but yeah, that was a dope ass game, man. Sephiroth was the antagonist. Okay, yeah, that game. I played that shit, man. I honestly played that shit. I don't know how many. Was it like over? I don't know how many hours was that game. Was it close to 100 hours or something? Well, HRA, I think it might be the different type of liquor they drink. You know what I'm saying? It might be they drink that Hennessy. You know what I'm saying? That cognac, that brown liquor. It's a remake with the semi-legend of Zelda fighting mechanics. Oh man, I wanted. Why didn't they just remake the game with the same fight mechanics and everything else, and just upgrade the graphics and maybe add a little bit here and there? I didn't know they changed the fight scheme and shit like that. Yeah, over 100 hours these days. No, I reckon I said Asians earlier, but I just think either Black Americans might drink too much, or you know the liquor. I mean, this is also in conjunction with not exercising enough and things of that nature. You know, that's what's causing hypertension, high blood pressure. That's why they have a higher tendency of that. You know what I'm saying? The Rona reduced pollution. That's what people are saying. They're saying St. Ides. I remember drinking St. Ides, man. That shit was nasty, man. The best malt liquor was private stock, in my opinion. Like, we even named ourselves the Green Monster Posse because, back in high school, they had a 64-ounce bottle of private stock, and you had to down that shit yourself. Yeah, we still fuck up some private stock, man. I swear to God. Remember they was feeding black folks malt liquor, man? Wild and crazy. Matter of fact, I seen there was a cooking show today. I think I don't know the name of it. It's on it's on the Food Channel, and like they catch people coming out of the supermarket, and they give you $500, and you gotta buy their groceries from them and make a dish, and you get like 3 rounds or some shit like that. And the one lady, she bought it, and one of the bags it had Old English, Old English 800, and she made some type of drink out of it, and the judges was like, "Yo, this is pretty fire." I'm like, "Damn." Old E was probably second to private stock, in my opinion. Colt 45 was pretty weak. You might catch them jokers still drinking Colt 45, but I think, malt liquor sales just fell off. I mean, Shine's got money. They can afford better liquor, I guess. You know what I'm saying? I never had Four Loko. Thank God, I never will. I thank God I had stopped drinking by that time. Mad Dog 2020. Yeah, I had a few of that. Now, I'm telling you, people's Mickey's, yeah, Mickey's was another one. I never had no Crazy Stallion. God, oh, you know what? What was it? Crazy Horse. Crazy Horse had them jokers going crazy too, man. That was some wild shit too. Crazy Horse would put niggas on their ass, man. That shit had had a high alcohol content. But see, nowadays, even the craft beers have like crazy high alcohol content. There's this Victory Brewing Company. I think it's Elephant. No, what the fuck is the name? They got this one beer that's really strong, and that would be putting people on their ass too. Oh, Crazy Horse changed the name to Crazy Stallion. Yeah, I seen that they were doing the TikTok dance with the Mad Dog. People still drinking Mad Dog in 2020? That shit's got to be weak by now, though. They probably got so much. Golden Monkey. Shout out to Todd Schrader with the Golden Monkey knowledge. Yeah, I drank a few cases of that. I drank a few cases of that. Thunderbird, yeah. I remember Jokers was drinking Thunderbird. Damn, Lemley. Rest in peace to your bull, man. That's crazy. I'm sure crime is going down, but I've seen a couple wild stories. Like overall, probably crime is going down, but I've seen a couple stories in Chicago, and there's been some shootings and shit like that. That Russian, not the Russian, the Chicago mayor, she trying to get them people out of off the streets, man, making memes and all type crazy shit. I'm like, damn, niggas can't stay off the streets in a pandemic. Can't stay off the streets. Can't stay off the streets. They let us have 2 beers in Kyrgyzstan. I don't even know how to say Kyrgyzstan. Kyrgyzstan? Oh, Russian beers are not about 9%. The deep state goes to kill in Chicago. I believe that. When El Chapo got locked up, I was reading an article. They were saying, like, he was mostly sending his drugs to that area, man. Like all the drugs from excuse me, in Chicago, that came from El Chapo's gang. And he's back. He got some CIA backing, some deep state backing. Oh, I don't know. I think everybody supported that Chicago, the current mayor of Chicago. I don't think anybody supported anybody else. Falkwolf, remember? Oh yeah, I remember you, Falkwolf, man. Long time, Falkwolf. Happy Easter. Derna said, hell no, man. I live in Queens. What are you talking about? Oh my gosh. So war with China, are they going to pay? I don't know, man. That's why I've been saying, like, to me, like, either it's going to be economic war, or a lot of nations are going to stop using China for manufacturing. Are they reopening Texas? I thought, like, did he give a timetable? I seen that article. I seen that tweet. I didn't know Texas was closed, but I think they are going to put China on the chopping block. Some people said the redacted can't infiltrate China like everybody else. So here come, here come the tanks. Here come them things. I honestly don't want war with a major country like that. I don't want war. Period. Because a lot of people are going to die. and a lot of U.S. soldiers are going to die. Um, a lot of people kind of think, the American military is invincible. If you just look at the Iraq War, they sent a lot of people back. A lot of people came home with no legs, man. No legs. You see a whole bunch of jokers that got no goddamn legs. And that was just them. That was just the Iraqi army. If it was the real deal. Now India's not up next. India is up next. Oh, you're saying India's up next for manufacturing and to be a world power? Yeah, I think so. They're major players, man. India's going to be major players. So y'all talk all that poo shit. No, Mary, I'm drinking ginger beer. It's non-alcoholic. The next war is going to be nuclear. I don't know about that. I certainly hope that's not the case. But like I said, I don't want war with China. Should we divest like manufacturing and shit like that from there? Yeah. Hell yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like, and this is what Trump has been saying, bring the manufacturing home. That's what we should be trying to do. Like in this case, you see what the benefit of what being having manufacturing in your country. Now, if they do start doing that, bringing like a whole bunch of manufacturing back to the States, it's coming. Because that's something you need for war. You know what I mean? Like, you need to have, like in World War II, everybody was just it went to the war machine. You know what I'm saying? So you want to be ready. So I think this might be the deep state, like, hey, you guys are going to war, man. You might as well get ready. You know what I'm saying? Get your manufacturing, your factories ready. So when it kicks off, all these countries will be ready. Yeah, I mean, there was a great, I don't know, there was this great documentary I watched on Vladimir Putin and his rise and shit. When he was in the KGB and shit like that. He was a real bad dude, man. He was definitely in the shit. You know what I'm saying? He's looking out for Mother Russia, his homeland. You know what I mean? You can't ask for more than that. I don't have no problem with him, man. All wars will be cold. No, man, they're gonna have to start chopping some people up, man, sooner or later. What's gonna be the reason for that? I don't know, but I kind of almost see something on their horizon now. Now I think it's going to be clear because I think people are going to try to hold China accountable, and they're going to try to pull some shit from them, and we're going to see how China reacts. I don't know. Did he almost get killed in his car? I'm not sure, but I do remember one story where they set up a politician. Vlad, they sent some hookers to a hotel room of this politician. They already had the shit set up, video set up, got the video, and then told him to quit. Or we want to release this video. But that happens here. But I think a lot of times here, it's the same thing with what's this guy? The guy in Florida that got caught with the male prostitute. He got bagged up. That's the same thing. They run jobs like that all the time. I mean, I don't know if they don't have to. Man, there's plenty of places to live. There's plenty of land in the United States to live that's not even, like, populated, Like, once you get outside of, Chester County and go west in Pennsylvania, you see nothing but goddamn trees, man. You'll see, there's like, I don't know, forests for miles in Pennsylvania. I don't think we're running out of space, and and we're not. And there's plenty of states that are less populated than Pennsylvania. You go Wyoming, North Dakota, all that jazz. There's plenty of places that people could build and shit like that. But if they're ever going to enact a global government, then you're going to have to kill some folks, man. Let's keep it real here. Like, that third world war is going to come sooner or later. If you want a global government, you're going to have to slay. You're going to have to do some fighting, in my opinion. Steph Colonel says China is not going to be held accountable. Maybe. Maybe China has that much pull. They're like, hey, man, you can't do nothing to China. I mean, it would suck, but what can you say? Gas Detroit. Come on, man. Man, you should be able to buy some cheap properties in Detroit, man. Like, I know this one joker on Instagram following big business, and he's from the Philadelphia area. And he flies out to Cleveland and buys properties and rents and shit like that. And the prices be like, my God damn. Like, everybody them cheap, man. And I know Detroit is cheaper than that. Steve P. Southwest PA is beautiful if you don't mind hills and potholes. Yes. Pennsylvania has the worst roads in the Union. I am sure of it. They suck, man. Jesus Christ. Lord have mercy. Excuse my language. Deep state controls China. I don't know about that, man. I don't think so. Not to the extent like, how America is controlled. Like, I don't think China is controlled to that same degree. The control in America is damn near absolute. And I don't think you can say the same for China or Russia. You know what I'm saying? You can just look at if you look at how they run families and, the Skittles gang propaganda, and Russia, they don't even play that. They were like, yo, man, Vlad said, man, you won't have any of that in our movies or anything like that. He's like, we're not going to arrest you, but you're not going to have these parades and stuff like that. And they got, I think they got a actual force that enforces that shit. But I think if you look at that, then I think that's maybe, even though that would probably has to do with like how the culture is and how much propaganda has been going on in that country. They had to do years of propaganda in the United States for that to happen. But it happened relatively quickly. If it happened from, they put on, what's that show? Was it Will and Grace? I think that show was, Biden himself said that. I think, is that the show I'm talking about? Yeah. That was, that show was probably, instrumental in to where we are today. That's how they program people through television. Yeah, they got the Africans all. Listen, man, they got the China's doing the China is doing the brothers bad over there, bro. China is doing the brothers bad over there, bro. Mary O'Donnell, thanks for a donation. We live on Long Island. Husband works in Jamaica, Queens. Keeps saying he wants to move to Pennsylvania. I don't know how taxes are where they're way too high here. Yeah, the taxes are lower. Um, but yeah, I mean, I don't know. I don't have a problem with Pennsylvania. I guess the weather's not the greatest, but it's normal northeast weather. But the potholes is bad. But other than that, you can carry. Um, there's if you live relatively close to Philadelphia, you can drive there within an hour. If in the boroughs from where I'm at, we get there underneath an hour, 40 minutes. Um, in most towns have what you need there. And if you want to live away from people, you can just go out Lancaster County. You can just live in the sticks, and you'll be away from everybody. You can have it any way you want it in Pennsylvania. To be honest, you can have that city life, or you can have that country life. It depends what you want, or you can have a little bit of both. You know what I'm saying? Like that's what a lot of people do. They live outside the city, or outside, in the boroughs. They have like. King of Prussia Mall and stuff like that. You have a lot of those things out there. Africa still doesn't have any cases. That sun must be beating that virus ass. And that's, and I want to say that, to them jokers on Facebook, because I'm still like, if it was travel, there had to have been plenty of Asian travel to Africa. Like business wise, right? And it just didn't take off there. Like I think South Africa has some cases, but other than that, I think it's relatively low. Yeah, destabilize the world economy. I'm still saying they're going for global government with the capital in the redacted land. My Hispanic buddies made a Mexican restaurant in Pennsylvania. They thought they were Middle Easterners. You're hilarious, man. That's what I'm saying, Lemley. Like, I don't know, like. I don't know how can they justify this staying in. If the to me most people are staying in. And like, what are they saying? They're trying to tell us it's still going. What like people taking that serious? People are taking this social distancing serious. You got people snitching on people, calling the cops on people. I don't like. For the most part, I think people are taking it serious. Global currency, global vaccine. One world, no more nations, grotesque creation. It's the eugenics to be. The plan to make the perfect race. There was this song, Jay Zone, Candy Razors, man. If you ever listen to that, that's one of the more woker hip hop songs I ever heard in my life. Like back in the early 2000s, I didn't listen to like Jeezy and all that. I was listening to hardcore underground rap, and that day, in them days, that shit was all fucking conspiracy rap. You know what I'm saying? Like Immortal Technique and all them jokers, Dead Prez. You know what I'm saying? They was all into that shit, man. Nonfiction. Them guys was heavy in that conspiracy rap, man. That was the best, one of the best eras in rap to me. That underground scene back then, that was shit. I don't know anything about Ned and a connection to Ukraine and Serbia, bro. I just don't, man. I haven't read anything about it. Yeah, I see some people are busting out, Mary. But that's the few, and plus, if you put that on social media, that's going to get a bigger response than people staying in and shit like that. People have been going, is Paris still around? I think I don't know I don't really know. I wasn't really a fan of Paris. I just didn't like his flow. But yeah, he had some hardcore rap too. As the world turns, I spread like germs. Yo, I was watching that Instagram battle last night, and it was RZA versus Premier. It was pretty dope, man. And I'm mad. I walked out the door when he played Incarcerated. RZA played Incarcerated Scarface. That's one of the best beats of all time, man. Starwalker Blue. Yeah, I mean they had to fill in prison somehow. You had to fill in prison someday. If they build it, they're gonna put people in there. That's when the crime bill came out. And they had that gangster rap. Then they pushed in that coke from the into L.A. in the hoods. It was a rap. It was a RZA. The CIA doesn't overthrow governments anymore. Now we use Ned. Like, come on, man. You know damn well CIA got money off the books, man. They don't sell dope for nothing, man. Like, that money off the books is still there. You know what I'm saying? So, like, you can't tell me the CIA wasn't involved in Venezuela. Like, Maduro ain't one of their bulls. Like, come on, man. Alien Bond 0047, thanks for the donation. I greatly appreciate it. Yeah, that's the thing, Star Walker Blue. Music is it can be a great asset or a great well, it's a great asset. It depends on which way you look at it. I think to be honest, like all them artists that got killed in the 60s and 70s, I think they killed them because they were too influential. All those, like, all them guys, they died some crazy, like, it was wild, man. All them artists that died back then, it was too influential, and then I figure, they didn't want, they figured out, like, they could use music to infiltrate, because notice how the music was fueling, the hippie movement and the anti-war movement in Vietnam. So fast track it. CIA goes like, hey man, we got to put somebody in these record labels as executives, and they can change the game right there. You know what I'm saying? Like, what black people don't understand, they're talking like, oh, NBA, Young Boy made it, and all this other shit, man. Listen, the label exec can just pick what type of music they want. You know what I'm saying? And the Shine, you got it's a mousetrap. And the Shine can get millions of dollars rapping some totally degenerate lyrics. What the hell's going on here? My goddamn studio crashed. Nothing. My control panel crashed. YouTube is YouTube ain't worth a quarter these days, man. I tell you that right now, man. Holy smokes. Holy smokes. And I don't even know how to get back to it. Screw it. I'll just shut it off when I get done. Let me try. But it looks like I'm still streaming now. So anyway, I'm going for a couple more minutes. I'm at the 60-minute mark. I usually want to leave my my streams to an hour. I'm not doing like those 3-hour vids that Hotep Jesus does and other people do. I just can't. I got some other stuff to do. You know what I'm saying? I would love to. I'm telling you, I could do this for a while. I might have to figure out some way to get some guests on here. But yeah, I think that's what they did. Introduced gangster rap, and away we went. And they started locking people up. Because rap had a for a while there was a heavy Hotep movement. KRS-One. Who was the other guys? X-Clan. Rap was slowly going towards a more black militant outlook. And they shut that shit down, man. White man shut that shit down. They're like, ho. Let me call these jokers out in L.A. NWA came and it was all she wrote. That was all she wrote. Bullshit you not. That's exactly how it went down. Oh, I didn't watch it. Did you watch any of that horse, man? I can't believe I can't believe they fucking tried to do a horse, man. Just fucking. That's one thing. The NBA should have probably got back on the wagon. Rent a fucking arena, have all the NBA players stay in that city, bust them to the arena, empty arena, y'all play ball. Just go with the playoffs, man. Yeah, NWA brought that bullshit to the game, man. Listen, nerd. I remember Above the Law, man. And I fell into that too. You know what I'm saying? Like, I like NWA and, Above the Law, murder rap. You know what I mean? Now I got a murder rap. That shit was my shit back in the day. That was 91, man. Black Superman. And that's how you got to be careful what you put in your ears. I got daughters, man. I like, you try not to play certain music and shit like that. I know because of my brother. His son is a little old, just out of high school. And I remember I went down to see him one day, and he was like, "That music is a problem, man." And my nephew was like, "Well, my uncle listened to the same shit, right?" I'm like, the only thing I could tell him was like, you gotta listen to music. You gotta take what you can from it. You know what I'm saying? Don't let it guide you. Totally like that. At least listen to something that's gonna motivate you to do something. Now they're a little better at that. You know what I'm saying? And there's like, if you work it out and shit like that, there's nothing like Meek Mill music or some shit like that. But you can't just get, if you get too deep into it, man, and you don't got your mind right, you be going out there trying to sell packs just like Meek Mill and all them jokers. Next thing you know, you're in a federal penitentiary serving 20 years. This is the thing about, Hove and shit like that. I don't know. I mean, the quote-unquote greatest rapper of all time, I'll dispute that. But, the mainstream, he's indisputable of that. You have to think about it. How many jokers are in jail right now that tried to emulate Rockefeller Records? I bet you there's thousands of brothers and sisters that tried to do the game like Hove did. Now I know he said, "Don't." What Hove say? Don't sell crack. Nah, Hove did that, so you don't have to go through that. You know what I mean? That was one of his lyrics. But Niggas trying to hear that. They trying to get money like you, Hov. You know, I seen it with my own eyes. You know, but I don't know. I think we should improve the hip hop culture. And like last night, that was a good this IG Battle Jones is a good start. I think is a good step in the right direction because before, like, oh, you playing that old shit. You playing that old shit. Now you have IG, right? And these guys are playing old ass records, man. These are records from the 90s and on up. And there's what was 150,000 in the room last night and watching on IG. RZA go against Premier. 200,000 in the room. Hip hop is still a relatively young music. You know what I mean? I remember before that. I remember before there was no hip hop. And one of the things I always said that they try to not have older people in the game. They want to keep it young and young, because when you get older, that wisdom comes. So they didn't want the really older artists. They wanted to push the older artists out of the game, But when you get older, you have a better wisdom about things, and you're gonna rap about different things. You know what I'm saying? That's why I always thought they tried to keep hip hop kind of young, and there was a time like, oh, you're too old to be a rapper and shit like that. Now everybody's like, nah, they're still putting out music. Like the Lock's still putting out shit. Everybody's still putting out shit. And things of that nature. But I think since we're starting to get older, like Hov right now, like he put out that album with Jay Electronica, and now a lot of y'all didn't like the shit. I tend to like it, but and even before that, his album 444, would he have put out 444 in after Volume 2 or before Volume? Would he have put that out back early? I don't think so. You know what I'm saying? I don't think that was in his mentality. He was always a hustler, but, I think he got a little older, and he's like, hey, man, I think I'm sure he sees like, hey, man, I might have messed up a lot of people. And that's, I think that's why he put out 444 to make amends, so to speak, and try to shift the culture a little bit towards more financial responsibility and things of that nature. Motown was better than hip hop or rap. Yeah, that music was great. A lot of rap was based, and the samples was based off Motown and shit like that. What up, Dutch? Hotep Dutch. I don't have no argument with that, but I think if you want some go against the man music, then I think rap, hip hop and rap has that beat by far. Love music and shit like that. Yeah, of course. Sound, yeah. But I think hip hop brought a different energy to the game of music. When it's when it's done a certain way. You gotta remember, Public Enemy came out, was one of the first ones that come out, and they was really against the man. I remember, 911 was a joke, and Bum Rush the Show. You know what I mean? They was really against the establishment. And that's why I think hip hop has its roots, and it needs to come back towards that a little bit. I think. With this auto tune and shit like that, man, they still on this bullshit, man. They want to sing it off, but I don't hate, like Lil Uzi and them. Like I like Uzi's album and shit like that. But I think, I think we need more Royce. Royce came out with a really dope, Hotep oriented album, and it was widely received, and he got some bars off. People were saying he was being transphobic in there and homophobic in there. I'm like, yo, because he said some slick shit, and nobody said anything about it, man. Nobody. But anyway, I got to get out of here. Thanks for everybody coming through. I've been on 70 minutes. Shout out to everybody that donated. I greatly appreciate that. I can't read. I can't. My control panel died, so I can't read off the people who donated. But I greatly appreciate y'all. Shout out to Durner, Starwalker, Lamley, Nerd, Mattel, you bitch. Unk bumping major figures all day. Listen, I was bumping Ram Squad. I was not bumping major figures, man. I never fuck with major figures. I'm sorry. I just wasn't listening to them jokers. I was bumping Ram Squad. I swear to God, that Ram Squad album was one of the best albums I ever heard in my life. It's still. I gotta. Yo, yeah, happy Easter, nerd. I don't know. I gotta try to dig that Ram Squad album up because that album was fire. The boy ended up being a snitch, but I'm telling you, man. Like, if y'all want to know some Philly rap, man, there's this. Hold on, let me find the name of this album, Ram Squad. Oh man, come on, they don't got a Wikipedia one. Discography, Ram Squad. The album, regardless, Ram Squad, 97. That shit was fire. I'm telling you, man. Y'all gotta check that out, man. But anyway, I'm out of here. I thank everybody for listening. I'll probably be on either Monday or Tuesday, and of course we're on Hoteps Been Told You on Thursday. So check us out then. I'll talk to y'all later.